My name's Heather Escue. Growing up as a child, I wasn't really involved in church very much. We went, but it wasn't a big part of our lives. When Scott and I got married, I felt like I needed to go to church, or I wanted to go to church because I never did, but he did growing up. And then we church hopped, and then we never stuck with it. We got married really young, and we fought a lot. And within the first year and a half or 2 years into the marriage, we were in counseling. Kind of helped a little bit, but the arguments didn't really seem to go away. Looking back, it was mostly me that caused the arguments. I had an anger problem that I didn't know how to deal with. There were a lot of hurtful words that I would say, things that I would do that after the fact I would step back and think, that's not me. That Christmas of 2009, we were packing up to go to his mom's, and something snapped to me. Scott said or did something that I didn't like, and I took Christmas presents and just smashed them all over the sidewalk. He had had enough at that point and loaded our child into the car and left me here. I remember laying on the floor of her playroom, and I was just in a deep depression, and I didn't want to talk to anybody, and I just kept asking why. One day I was outside while he was gone, and something just spoke to me that told me I needed to change, and something needed to change, and I needed to go to church. And that was about the time Centerpoint had started. So when Scott got home, I told him I wanted to go to church. So in January we started. And it seems like the first time I walked in there that first Sunday, I walked out crying because of and I wish I could remember what the message was, but it just seems like it just hit just to the center of me. And the music was just the words. I walked out several Sundays in a row crying. About 3 months after we started church, I made an appointment with the senior pastor, John Schmidt, and sitting there, I basically told him everything that I've told you today about my anxiety problems and my anger, and about the feeling that had come over me that day in December. And he told me that was the Holy Spirit speaking to me. Right there at his table is where I gave my life to Christ. Since I've decided to make Jesus the center of my life has changed. 5 years ago at Christmas, I was throwing Christmas presents down the driveway. This year, I'm happy to report that all the presents are still under the tree. I'm more patient, more understanding, better at communicating. I feel empty inside when I miss a Sunday of church. I still have a long way to go, but with Christ at the center of my life, He's making it better.